So far, sticking point is the dust shield. It's just kind of held on by those. If you can see them. Let's get in there and take a better look. Right there. And I'm just trying not to break stuff. So, make sure you go easy on plastic pieces. Also, I want to show you something. Anytime you get the car up, still getting over that. You want to take a look and see if that is missing. It's just missing a nut. So, I don't know what size it is. I'll find one. It looks like the old 9/16 that goes on a bicycle. Hell, I might even try that first, just because I got a bunch lying around. But, yeah, we'll get this plastic shroud and the sensor out, and then we'll talk about it, get the new one put back in, and see if it still stalls out at 4,000 RPMs. Back at you in a bit. Okay, this is the old sensor. It is secured by these. They are some weird kind of 1/2 inch or 13 millimeter stud bolts. This is where the plastic sits, the shroud piece, wherever it went. Crikey. So let's take a look at the sensors. This sensor is covered in the orange GM coolant. Why? Because the coolant elbows were leaking. Coolant elbow failure is the beginning of cascade system failure for electronic sensors that are below it where it could drip on. On the opposite side of the water pump, see that blue seal there? That's me. New water pump, which is hilarious because this is a hand-me-down car from my folks, and the old man said, "Oh, I just had the water pump replaced." Well, I did it anyhow. And behind it is the camshaft position sensor, so that got swapped, thinking that was the problem first. No, it's the crank. So got that done. That's back there. It's here now. I'm pretty sure there's a magnet in here. I know there is, because if you put them by each other, you can. Right there, it pushes and pulls. So this middle one, I think, is a magnet. And then it senses, see these gaps? It knows that this key is in a certain position. So it knows where top dead center is. And then I believe it's known as a Hall effect switch. The rotation of this part here spins and generates, any spinning metal generates a magnetic field. And this thing here senses it. See, goes right between them. So it knows the magnetic fields get distorted by these teeth and these gaps. And it reads your RPMs that way. Side note, engineering project I'm pioneering for camshaftless engine management relies on the crankshaft position sensor and a grid array, basically, a matrix of where top dead center is for each cylinder, basically throughout the entire RPM range would have to be figured out in order to know when to fire off the solenoids. But that's a whole other side topic, advanced engineering, and we'll put this new sensor in, we'll put this back on, we'll get it cranked up, and we'll see what happens. Harmonic balancer back in place. The good thing is these are keyed, so you just kind of roll it on there until you find where the key is, push it down a little bit, get the bolt started, and then hit it with the impact till it tries to crank. As far as those nuts go on those studs, they are 10 by 1.5, and it was a 15 millimeter socket that got it. And the funny thing is, see if I got it on me. Yeah. 10, metric 10 by 1.5. Here's my favorite part. 17 millimeter! No, it's 15. And, I went and looked at the rest of the packaging, and sure enough, they have recommended sizes on all the hardware, and it's the wrong one. So if you buy this, and a 17 is 2 millimeters too big. Well, good luck. Don't ever trust that. Just, you know, get your socket and set it on there and see what fits. Use your own eyes. Trust your own evidence. Don't believe what they tell you ever. But yeah, there's the harmonic balancer. There's that replaced. You know, I appreciate the air conditioning, even though we might only get to use it 3 days out of the year here in Central Illinois. I still appreciate it. Let's get the belt back on. Get the wheel and tire back on. Get it lowered, get it cranked, and see if it can survive. Alright. Car's on the ground. Tire is on. Belt is on. Thank you, Self-Made Diagram. No thank you, GM, for not putting one in. We're going to crank it up. We're going to see if she can go past 4,000 RPMs. Moment of truth. Bob Ross used to say, here is your bravery test. Service engine soon. Yeah, there's so many codes right now. Still surging at 4,000. Fail is not the crankshaft position sensor.